Hello, hello, hello. Testy 1 2, testy 1 2. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a long time that I actually sat down to vlog. I've just been really busy, especially now that kids are on holiday. It's very difficult to film, but today I had to create time. Like, I had planned for this particular day to do this vlog. So guys, if you are just seeing my video for the first time, you're seeing my face for the first time, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Love a Baby. I vlog about lifestyle, family, business, and mental health awareness, and general good stuff actually. And to my whole subscribers, thank you guys for tuning in. God bless you. So today I am going to be doing something different from my usual vlog. This is something that I know that might really interest a lot of people. I know that people would have really gone through something like that, similar. Probably I'll use myself as a case study at a point. So this, like I said earlier, this vlog is something different from my usual vlog. So I am going to be doing a reaction video to a particular movie I saw on Netflix, and I think that I should react to this particular movie because it's a marriage related and a relationship kind of thing, and I know probably most couple or partners might be really going through similar phase in their marriage and all of that. Please guys, disclaimer, I am not a marriage counselor or a marriage therapy or any sort of, but I am just like talking about this because I really saw the movie like, oh, this kind of thing really happens, like I should talk about it. Yeah, so basically I am going to be reacting to episode 1 to 3, although I have seen the whole movie, but I want this video to be short as possible. I don't want it to exceed a particular minute. Yeah, so obviously if you have seen the video on Netflix, it's Sex Life. Yeah, so sex, then I think slash life, yeah, is on Netflix, and I think it's rated as number 1 to 10 in the UK at the moment. Yeah, so it's a really interesting movie. Apart from the whole erotic scenes in the movie, I'm telling you, if you can read between the lines of that movie, I know that it will be helpful. Yeah, so I'm going to be reacting to episode 1 to 3. Yeah, obviously I've seen the whole movie, but I just want to do that part of reaction to the movie and just talk about some certain things in that particular episode. So I am going to be putting the video scene on my screen so you guys can see what it is I am reacting to. Probably watch a particular scene of what it is I want to talk about or what I want to react to, so you can see what really happened in that particular scene. Like, Billy and Cooper, they've been married for years actually, and they have 2 kids, you know. And you know, most of us, when we were actually dating, like we were dating our spouse or our exes, we actually had some fantasies we had with them, probably something that they did to us that we liked. It could be from being romance, care, attention, all sort of stuff that happens in relationship. I think for Cooper, he is a kind of family man and he was a business kind of man, so he didn't really have those times into all this mushy kind of relationship. But Billy, the wife, she is actually a sex, like her sex drive is 200 over 1. Like I said, I really envy her sex drive is really high, which is normal, because I cannot say because the husband's own is low, so her own has to be low. Yeah, so our expectations, like I say to people that our expectations in marriage is actually different from our expectations when we were dating. So for Billy, when she was dating her ex, it was all romantic all sort of stuff. When he's having his bath, she's there with him. When they are talking, you know, everything was just all about them. And when Billy got married to Cooper, it was a bit different. Like, she found herself that she was living a fake life. She was living another kind of life. This is not the kind of life she was living when she was in a relationship. She thought she was going to see more when she's in marriage. But certain things like this happen in marriages because when we were dating, we really had time for ourselves. It was just us, we and our boyfriends, we and our guys and all of that. But when you get married, it's now about family. Yes, you are still involved, but most of us forget ourselves in marriages. We just concentrate more on family. We don't really think about ourselves. We don't really do anything about ourselves. And if you've watched my previous video, I was talking about mental health for parents, where parents have to create time for themselves to do things for themselves. Like, it's not, I know you want to care for your children, but at a particular time you have to space out yourself from that particular category. You don't have to be mommy. Sometimes be a babe, sometimes be a girlfriend. Like, you can always care for your children even when you are resting. I was saying in the video that sometimes I leave the house, go hang out with the girls. Sometimes I leave the house and go rest in an Airbnb just for myself, a meantime thing, you know. But sometimes some parents just focus on the family every single time, and they lost themselves in marriages. They lost themselves in whatever it is they put into marriage. But for Billy, she was depressed. Like, you know, when you used to be sex in the bathroom is sex, in the car is sex, is everywhere is sex. Hope I'm not saying too much of it. So now look at an instance where she now came into a marriage. Is now all about children. The routine change, you know. Sometimes some of us cannot adjust to the new routine. Yes, it's normal. Why some people they struggle, like it takes years, and it becomes a problem in their marriage. They tend to struggle to adjust to the routine they find themselves. Why some, I'm telling you, as in they cannot come and kill themselves. They just tell you it's over, this marriage is over, I cannot fix into the routine, let's all be single parent, let's co-parent our children, you know. But Billy knew that Cooper was a family kind of man. He was responsible, he was loving, he was caring, he was understanding. She didn't want to use one particular thing to spoil the whole of the good things and the good stuff she's having with her family, you know. So instead, she started writing her fantasies in her laptop. Hey God, I know some of us, if we write our fantasies in a book or in our laptop, if I decide to write my fantasies in a laptop or in a book, my dear, my ancestral home will not contain me. Not to talk of my parents' house. Like, they will just move me from my husband's house. So most of us, we have fantasies, and it's sad that we cannot say it to our spouse because it becomes a problem in our marriage. Some of them might not even understand. But this particular scene, Cooper saw Billy's fantasies written line by line in her laptop, and when this particular scene came out, I was like, oh my God, is Cooper going to like abuse her? Is he going to beat her? Is he going to tell her the marriage is over? Is he going to say some sort of things that might not make the marriage work again? But I was surprised that, man, the guy gave it to her hot. Like, the guy was, I've never seen a guy like Cooper. He was there, he sat down, he memorized the whole fantasies in his head. Like, he was like, so this is what my wife wants. He took Billy, put her down, slay her down, and give it to her like she wanted in her fantasies. And to Billy, when Billy saw Cooper's reaction after she knew that Cooper has read that particular fantasies of what she's wrote in her laptop, she was feeling, oh my God, you don't need to. But Cooper was not having it. He was like, oh, this is what it is that you wanted and you cannot communicate. Oh yeah, lie down, let me give it to you the way your boyfriend was giving it to you or your ex was giving it to you. And I like Cooper. I think Cooper is the kind of man that every woman should plan to have. Like, I love his kind of person. He is matured, he's a family kind of man. Like, I was thinking he was going to react the other way around. I know he's human. Obviously, he was angry. He was all over the place. But when he gave it to her that day and he left for work, when he was coming back, he came with a nice dinner gown, as in a nice dinner gown, booked, as in called one of their family members to come and look after the kids while Cooper and Billy will go out on a date, like she fantasized in her laptop and which Cooper read. So I know that me on my own, when I was dating my husband, he will call me like, morning, hello babe, how are you doing, what's up, blah blah blah, have you eaten, I love you, blah. Afternoon, I babe, what's up, what are you up to, all those like 3 days checking in. And sometimes he calls me like, sweetheart, I love you, boo, babe, all those kind of sort of romantic words. But when we got married, all those kind of things changed. Like, guy, why did it change? You used to call me this kind of names. Like, is it that you don't fancy me to call me those kind of names anymore, or is something wrong? Like, it became a problem. You used to call me sweetheart, honey, love, blah blah blah, and we got married, everything just changed. So I think some persons or some couple might be going through similar situations like what Billy was going through. Like, the whole romantic things they used to have in their relationship just changed. For me, in my relationship, when I was dating my husband as well, I know that Fridays, Saturdays, either we go out to the pub to have a drink, or we go to the cinema to see a movie and all of that. But when we got married, I can't remember the last time we actually went out to have a drink or to see a movie in the cinema, because we have kids and these children are all over us. We don't even think right, and I know in that part, in the particular scene where Billy was wanting sex with Cooper and he couldn't give her to the energy that she wanted, I know he got her like sex accessories for her to use to compensate her urges when he can't satisfy her, and which is normal. But the fact that I appreciate Cooper, because he understands her, he understands that this is what my wife wants, and if I can't give it to her, I should be able to explain the reason why I can't give it to her. I should be able to compensate her. I should be able to understand her. But some of our husbands, some men, they will tell you, oh, this is what you want, since I cannot give it to you, why do you want it, blah 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 blah, and it becomes a problem in the marriage. But I really give it to Cooper. Like, he is the man. I don't know, I think such men are rare to find. It's rare to find them, because when they understand your fantasies, they know they can't give you, but they can provide everything that you need for it. So Billy's situation was that she's always breastfeeding. Before she finished breastfeeding and all that, in the middle of sex, the child can actually cry for attention, and she has to go attend to it, and that ends it. I think in our marriages, sometimes when it's time for me and my husband time, my kids are all over the place and the whole mood just change. So I know that some parents, some couples, partners are going through similar things, and what do we do? Like, what can we do? Sometimes it becomes a problem in marriage. It becomes any sort of thing that we don't want, and we don't just stress about it. We just want the whole environment to be calm, so it doesn't cause chaos or it doesn't cause problem in our marriages. So guys, I know many of us are going through similar things. If you find this video interesting, like I say, I'm going to make it as short as possible, because I'll be doing, like, this is just like episode 1 to 3. I'm going to be doing episode 4 to maybe 6 and react to every other episode in this particular movie. If you have not seen it, I think this weekend is the best time to sit with your husband, with your spouse, with your boyfriend, with your friends, whatever, because that movie, man, I've been watching it back to back. Apart from the erotic scenes, even watching the erotic scenes, I didn't even find it like, I know I'm not supposed to like but I know I'm learning some particular styles from that from that erotic scenes. Yes, we learn every day, and I'm learning. Yeah, it's good that couples should watch this movie so you understand what your partner. I think when my husband was watching it, I was making some comments, and he just looks at me like, I know we are all Nigerian men, so what do we expect? We are not white like all these people that understands or know what to do at the right time. I hope this video is something that really interests you. If you find it interesting, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, tell me your opinion about Billy or Cooper. Did you think Cooper was foolish to have just allowed this slide like that? Do you think Cooper did the right thing by giving it to Billy, how she fantasized it in her laptop or in her head? Do you think Billy is overreacting, that she's writing her fantasies down in her when she's married to a good man? Just tell me what you think, your opinions are about this particular movie. And if you haven't seen it, girl, boy, I think this is the right time to see that particular movie, so you can tell me what your thoughts are. And please, spoilers, don't come to the comment section and say, oh, blah blah blah, this was what happened in the next episode, because obviously my next video I'm going to be talking about or reacting to the other episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to leave a comment, or please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share and like this video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.